welcome to Techie Tuesday. You're going to see me twice today because we got Techie Tuesday right now, and then at 7 I will go live with all of the with all the open house winners. So thank you so much if you were able to fit the open house into your schedule this year, whether it was virtual or in person. It was so great to see so many, and we had a special advisor event on Sunday night where we got to get scrappy and make some make and takes and have some dinner with the local advisors. So in case you didn't see the post, we collected over $1,000 in gift cards for Simon's Angels, and as we've done in the past, those will go directly to families that are in the hospital, and not just over the holidays, actually throughout the year. So the foundation releases them to the hospital quarterly. Sends them quarterly. Not just ours. Other people are collecting gift cards as well. And so these were gift cards for groceries. And so if you ever want to pass those along at any time of the year, you can do that through me, as I'm on the board of Simon's Angels, so I can bring it to a board meeting. And we have our big fundraiser in April. It's on April 18th this year, and would love to have you attend. All right, let's get right into it. Many thanks if you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Some of you might be watching me from there right now, and I appreciate that. So thanks for watching live. Thank you for watching the replays. I appreciate all of you. We have a Christmas card class on December 2nd. That's at 6 p.m. at Copperline and Coffee and Cafe in Port Orange. So we're going to make the new festive greetings card kit from Creative Memories. You do not need to be a card maker to attend these. They're very easy, but I will provide things for you to bling them up and, make them your own and unique. But they are very easy to put together. Just if you're a scrapbooker, bring your tape runner. If you're new, I will have some there to purchase, and then I will provide little foam squares and gems and inks and that kind of thing for you to use. All right, so the 14th, we have Ride the Rails, Polar Express Edition, and I think these slides must be out of order because we missed Scrapbook Club. But at any rate, I extended the early bird ticket through tonight at 6. So at tonight at 6, that will switch over to the regular. But if you want to get in on the early bird price, you need to book before 6 today. It is an all-day event. You'll get on the train around 8:30 in the morning, or 8:55. So be at the train station at 8:30 in the morning on a Sunday, and we will get back around 8 p.m. We'll go to Tampa, and we'll come back. You can make cards. You can do a paper album. You can work on digital scrapbooking. You can finish your Christmas shopping online. Whatever you need to do. Jumpstart January, the registration is open. I was going to tell you how many people we have registered so far. We have 27 people registered already for Jumpstart January. So if you usually we're full at about 40 to 45. So we are getting up there. So make sure that you register for that. And along that lines, we have our retreat to the island. So this is a new retreat spot, Amelia Island. It is right across the street from the beach, right off A1A on Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach. And it's February 26th to March 1st. That also has 27 people registered. And we should be capped off there around 40, so make sure you get registered. We do have some spots left, but it just opened up 10 days ago. So, and then I've already opened up the Mount Dora retreat. This is at the Lakeside Inn in Mount Dora. This will be my 75th retreat. It's also the 75th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland. So it will be Alice in Wonderland themed retreat, which will be beautiful, in Mount Dora at the Lakeside Inn. And let's see, that one we've got 26 people registered for that already, so it's very similar to Amelia Island. You will want to reserve your spot if you want to go. All right, so I don't know what happened to my thing for Scrapbook Club, but that's on December 11th. So that's a few days before the train, and so if you want to come to that, it's your last chance to make the noteworthy simple page kits for the year. So that will be our very last one, and we've had about 18 people that were signed up for that for the year, and usually around 12 or so on average every month come and do their pages. So it's great. Everyone's got we'll have 12 2-page spreads ready to go. And I think I mentioned before, I'm actually gifting the full set to my daughter-in-law for her to scrapbook their whatever, her and my son. So it also makes a great gift. So stay tuned. We're doing it again next year, but Creative Memories is switching up the way they do those page kits, so we will be switching it up too. All right, let's jump ahead, and I need to do this, and I need to get out of here. And I still will be able to see, I gotta use my phone to see any comments. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm waiting for my wow, there's quite a delay today. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, good. It finally caught up. All right, so Creative Memories Digital. Creative Memories, used to be where we used what is now called Artisan. And of course, back in the day, it was Storybook Creator and it was Memory Manager. Now it's Artisan and Historian, and they are sold by a company called Forever. And I am a Forever ambassador as well as a Creative Memories advisor. But Creative Memories has some of their own digital. It's not like how it used to be. It's not a program that you download. It's only online. However, just this year, or I guess at the end of last year, they announced that digital was going to be open for January, and then closed, and then open in May, and then closed and open in November. So the reason why we are doing a Techie Tuesday on the Creative Memories offerings is you only have 12 more days to finish digital projects, start, create, and finish digital projects, download, purchase, digital artwork, all those things. Creative Memories has said that digital will be back next year. They have not said at what capacity and how often. If it's going to be like this year, if it's going to be sporadic. So part of the thing is reason is they're transitioning to a new website. So the blog is already switched over. So if we go to the blog, you will see it looks a little different. It used to look like, the same-ish, and so now it looks a little different, and that's so the whole Creative Memories website is going to get a refresh, it's going to get a new look. And so part of that is them moving over all the digital. So if you have unfinished projects, they will not move. None of the projects are going to move over if you started some and abandoned them. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this today. I wanted to remind you that maybe you have digital projects started, and then also encourage you to finish those because they will not come over. And then also let you know that there is plenty you can do before it shuts off on November. So let's start by going to shop and digital, and here is what we have. So you can purchase photo prints, you can do foiled spines. Now the only problem with that is you can only do current colors. They have some limited availability of past colors, but so if you've got an album that's been on your shelf for 25 years and you don't know the color of it, you might have to pick something that's close, and you might not get the right one, the right color. But if it's something you want to do for a newer one, then you can definitely do that, because all the current album colors are on there for you to choose. And I've done YouTubes about that. They're $10. You don't mail in your spine. So in past days of CM, you would mail in your spine and your cover, and then they would emboss it, or they would put the foil on it. So now they just actually send you a new one. So it's much better than shipping back and forth and all that crazy stuff. Okay, so then there's custom album and refill pages. So I've done a Techie Tuesday on this before, where you can custom design a cover, and I'll show you one of my completed ones in a second. And it comes with refill pages, or you can just design a cover. So if you just want to design the cover, it's $75, completely custom cover. It is not like a glossy feel. It is our book cloth. So it's basically like photo printed on canvas. And you can do a collage like they show, or you can do a full photo. And then you can do custom refill pages. So those are 12 by 12. And so instead of getting white, if you're used to that, you can actually pre-design them with photos, or you can just put your backgrounds on. So say you wanted to do an entire album with all the same designer print paper, but of course, if you were going to buy a paper pack from Creative Memories, you get 2 of those sheets. Well, if you wanted to do 16 or 32 pages, all with the same background, because you just super love this paper, and that's what you wanted to use for whatever event, then you could literally drag and drop it onto every page and just print it like that, without doing anything else, without adding any titles or anything else, if you just wanted to use that. And that would be worth it, because if you had to buy 8 paper packs to get 16 of that piece of paper that you loved, that would cost you $80. And so you can get a custom refill pack for $62. Actually, that's 16 pages, so that's 32 sides. So you'd actually have, it would be $160 if you just wanted to use those same 2 pages over and over again. And then if you were going to do that, you'd have to stick them down with adhesive, and then you would spend money on adhesive. So for something like that, and that is not going to take you a lot of time. I'm going to show you how quick it is to use the program on this digital side, and why, even though you only have 12 days to do it, you can sit down this weekend, or sit down while people are watching football over Thanksgiving, and you can get it done. Okay, and then the 8x8 paper album. So I will be ordering these today for the people that are going on the train. And you'll notice it says here, allow extra time for processing bi-weekly shipping schedule, and I'm going to show you where to find that as well, because that is important if you are trying to get things in a timely fashion. Now, because all the digital shuts down at the end of November, pretty sure everybody's going to get their things, by Christmas. So that's one of the reasons why they're doing this in November, so that, people aren't, stressed about that. All right, so then as I scroll down, now the digital offerings for projects are done. Now you see digital artwork. Now, you're not going to find digital artwork for anything current. So this is all stuff from January and before. So this digital noteworthy days, which I think is one of the best deals on here, honestly, that in the paper version of that was released in January, and so that's available. So anything that came out after January is no longer available. So when they opened it in May, I literally went through, printed all of these. There's so many of them. And I went and checked my list to see, if I, which ones I wanted, and got them before they're gone. Now, as I said, I don't know when they say digital's coming back in December, at what capacity it's coming back. But there's gobs and gobs of digital. So if you are a digital scrapbooker And you can use these as print and cut files if you have a Cricut. So for the embellishments, again, if you want to use that same embellishment over and over again, you can use them for print and cut. I use them in my Artisan program to print digital. It's for personal use, obviously, and that's all over the place too. So if I click on this, I just want to show you so you can see what's in all the paper packs. So this says 315 individual elements. All these little things on the top are your papers. They're little paper swatches. But obviously they're not showing you 315 pieces. So when you click on the page and then you come over here, of course, there's the read the terms of the digital license agreement. If I click on this link, it's going to open up and show me exactly what is in this kit. So it's going to show me the papers. It's going to show me all the embellishments. And the reason why I love Noteworthy is because it's all through the year stuff. So you could do this one package for all stuff through the year. So it has all the months, like here's April, here's August. It's all alphabetical, so that's why they're out of order chronologically. But you've got, you know, candy corns, and you've got stuff for Easter, stuff for Halloween, football, you know, there's all kinds of things. New Year's Eve, October, summer, spring, winter, Veterans Day. So, and then of course we have Variety Map Pack. So that's how you can see what is included in each of the kits. Okay, so now let's go back. And some of them are really old. Like some of these Made with Love or Digital Baked with Love kit, it doesn't have a date on it as far as I know. But when you preview it, you'll see what comes with it. So this is a baking one, and so many options if digital is your thing. And as I said, if you normally on Techie Tuesday, I'm doing an Artisan 6 design along. So if you are using Artisan, you can use these in Artisan. That's a whole separate video that I've done for Techie Tuesday on how to import these. So we won't get into that today. I really want to focus on things like the paper album so that you can see how easy it is to create these. All right, so down here it says view the shipping schedule right here. So at $10, this is one of the best deals going. This is a little paper album. These little paper albums, I am sad that Creative Memories is not printing them like as a company anymore. You can get 2 right now. If you do shop albums and go to, let me go over here to paper albums, you have 2 options. You have the My Life, which is nice. It's, you know, very neutral. And then you have the 8x8 Croptoberfest, which if you came to Croptoberfest, you got that. Now, these paper albums are great little, like, album expanders, maybe I call them. So you can do, let's say you just want to do a 2-page spread of a trip, or maybe a weekend, like a little weekend trip. You can do a 2-page spread in your 12x12, but do this little 8x8 and put it into your 12x12 album, kind of like, you know, peekaboo pockets, but they're 8x8 and they're colorful. So you can use them that way. They make great gifts. They're like big giant cards, basically. You can also cut them apart and put them into our 8x8 albums. Creative Memory still sells 8x8 albums. They have side loading sleeves for those. So you can just cut the little paper albums down the middle and put them into something more permanent. So I just find they're really versatile. Like I said, I'm sad that they're not printing them anymore, but I'm glad that we're still able to make them, and I hope that they will carry over into whatever the digital looks like in 2026. So I'm going to acknowledge that I have the permission to print all the photos and material, and I'm going to say customize. I've done a pet one. I've done, so I've also, what's one I can do? Okay, what do I have coming up? Let's, trying to think of what's, alright, let me just do winter. We don't have winter here, but I'm pretty sure I can show you quickly and easily how to design. Okay, so all of these, okay, are already pre-done. So I said winter, so here's something blue, that would probably work for winter. So all of these albums that you see here, Welcome Baby, Wonderful Day, Sweet Summer, Super Duper Girl, if you just say select, like the album's already done for you. So all of these are already done. So I actually have 2 of these in my inventory, the Fur Baby, because it's a great little pet album. And, you know, we have the Ruffin' It right now, and last year we had the, I don't know, a cat and a dog thing. They sell out so fast. Oh, here's Flurry of Fun. Okay. So if I select Flurry of Fun, look it, it's already done. Okay, so if you're just looking to make a little album of your winter trip to see the snow in North Carolina, then all you do, like, it's done. I did nothing. I just said select. And so your little paper album is going to print like this. Ta-da! That's the back, that's the front. You're going to put a 5x7 or a 4x6 on the front. You're going to say add to cart. I agree. I added nothing. I added no pictures. I just said, oh, I want a winter one. Okay. So now I'm going to go shop, digital, and we can do that again. And I'll show you how you can customize it. I think I already have a Techie Tuesday, because I have showed this before, but we forget it exists. And when you're looking for a gift for somebody that has all the things, these are great gifts. And like I said, I can throw a photo on there if I want. So let me just pick a blank one and just show you how easy it is. But you're doing a birthday one? Here, there you go. We got 2 different Christmas options. I think I printed the Christmas cheer for the train. Adventure parks, that is such a great Disney one. I've also done one that's all black and white, and again, very versatile. I think there's a black and gold one in here, maybe not. Oh, our friend Wanda, she likes doing these for her class. She's a teacher. She likes doing this one for school. So Evelano, she just said, oh, select, printed it, and hopefully she's already gotten it. Oh, here's the silver and gold. So silver and gold, also another great one for Disney. But let's just click the blank so that I can show you that. So there's no photos in this album. I can go to past uploads. I don't even know. Okay, so there's a lot of pictures. Oh, do I need another? So I did all my like, you recognize these. Those are I've got We Will Scrapbook Here or There, We Will Scrapbook Anywhere, and then I Get By with a Little Help from My Scrappy Friends. Those are my retreat albums. So those are the custom covers I did of my retreats. Alright, so I'm gonna skip photos. I'm not even gonna go to photos. So here's my front. It says front. Here's the back, and then here's your page 1 over here. It says it right above, page 1. Page 2, 3, that's your first 2-page spread. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then your back and your front. So we come over here to background, and these are all your pictures. Okay, so I already did a winter. This is where you can overthink it. All right, I'm going to do noteworthy days. See how they have the Fast to Fab paper is loaded in here. Also, just the regular paper. So you can use these Fast to Fab. They're great because they already have like a built-in border going on. So let's just say I do this. Okay, so now that's all set up. I can do a 4x6 on there. That's going to be my front. If I want the back as like a continuation of it, I can do this. And so now the front and back are a continuation. I can, there's page 1. All right, and now I can go page 2 and page 3. And I already did that on the front. On page 4 and page, oh, I forgot to change this side. All right, page 4 and page 5. And let's go 6, 7, and then 8, 9. All right, done. Done. And that's it. Then you can print the picture. So while you're waiting to them arrive, you can pick the photos on your phone, go print them, and then when it comes, you can lay them out. And as far as the number of photos to print for something like this, we've got 8 pages. So figure 2 4x6 per page. And I really think with these, less is more, honestly, just aesthetically. That's just how I feel about it. So like a 4x6 and one that's circled or ovaled looks really classy. So plan on like 16 to maybe 20 photos, print 20 photos, and then you know, sometimes some end up on the cutting room floor. Sometimes you know, you can make a smaller oval, you can get a couple circles or ovals on a page. So and so this one is really basic. I remember back in the day, Creative Memories came out, I don't know where they got this statistic, but it was like 80% of your photos will match with blue or green paper. And so maybe I heard that, and maybe that's why I have so much blue and green paper. Maybe I just like blue and green. I don't know. But I think it's kind of true. So if you're not sure what pictures you're going to go with, if you stay with like a neutral, you know, blue and green, then you're good. So let's say you wanted to do, this was a gift, and you wanted to do something through the year, and you wanted to add some elements on the page. So you go down to elements, and here are all the stickers for the papers that are in there. So here's noteworthy days. Those, you know, the elements that, not every single one, but a lot of them are in here. So let's say you're doing kind of like a through the year thing. So here, that doesn't necessarily go with that green, but here's winter, and then now let's say we'll get some spring, and then autumn. Now these can be resized. If you want them giant, you can make them giant. You can make them small. You can size them to on here. It's a very easy, intuitive program. So there's autumn, and then, oh, we're back to winter again. But maybe it's someone's birthday. And so, like, maybe this is like baby's first year. So let's say they were born in January of last year. And so we've got, first month, second month, third month, and then we're moving into spring pictures, and then we got autumn pictures, and then we do the birthday pictures, the first birthday. All right. That was cut off. And then we say happy birthday. So hopefully, and please, if you have questions, answer them in the ask and answer them. Ask them, and I will answer them. But it's super easy to create, super fast, and so like this can be done now. And I can, like I said, now I can you know, if the order's under $150, it's $8.95 shipping. So you can get them shipped to you, and while they're being shipped to you, probably, you know, then it depends on the shipping schedule. I forgot to show you that. I'm going to show you that. Then while you're waiting, pick your pictures, print your pictures, and then when they come, put it together. Awesome Christmas gift. Even these just printed blank. If you've got people that scrapbook or crafty, you can give them to them blank. So $10. These are great, great little gifts. Let's say I've already done this album, but let me just show you. Let's say you wanted to do it black and white. You can also come in here with plain colors. So if you just want to pick plain colors, here's different shades of gray. I can just plop that on there. You could do every page black if you wanted to. You click the back button on the left. Here are all the pictures. No, you want to do shades of blue, and you want them to like increase with, or we could do like a whole album of shades. Oh wait, I did different colors. You can use the same one multiple times, so and then we'll drop down. We'll do that one, and then we can come down here. So it's like we get a little darker as the album goes. So you can pick up one color and do them all one color. There's pastels, there's jewel tones, all different different colors. Let's see. You can add borders to photos. I don't have a photo on here. You can change the layout if you want to do photos. Here's a page. If you want to pre-add your photos, here's 4-page layout. Click on there, boom, there's your layout. Boom, there's your layout. So if you want to add your photos before you print it, you can do that. So here I go into photos, and this says project photos, import photos from past uploads. Okay, let me find. Here's one that this was like from Helen, not this year, but the year before. So I can just pop these in from Helen, Georgia. So that easy. Hit save. Oh, I already, gave it a name, and then when it's done, add to cart. You can add text to it afterwards. You can write it in, or you can throw the text on right onto the page. I just clicked on the text box, and here it is. You can change the size, the color. If I want to make the color white, and then I can come over here and start typing. The Memory Maniacs in Helen, Georgia, and that was 2024. Okay, so something like that. Oh, if I want it to be bigger, I just click on it again. I can make it bigger. I can make it bigger, and then that's it. So, if you just get in there and click around, it doesn't cost anything to play. So you can get around, click around, you get frustrated and decide, no, it's not for you, then okay, there you go. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that this is available to you and only for 12 more days this month. Alright, so now let me hop out of here. I'm not even going to save this. I'm just going to click the Creative Memories logo to go back. Is it? No, I can't do that. Okay. Back to shop all custom products. And I want to show you where to find the bi-weekly shipping. That is important. And I want you to see how to read that. Okay, so you scroll down. Here's the little calendar. So they actually opened it up early in October. It was supposed to open November 1st. They opened it up early. Here's the shipping schedule. So the green are the orders due by date. So you have until this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So almost midnight on Sunday. So you can spend this weekend working on things and upload it, and then those orders ship the following Friday. They're shipped from the home office. Okay. So then, because you're allowed to order through the 30th, the last time to order would be Sunday the 30th. So that's right after Thanksgiving, the end of Thanksgiving weekend. And then those will ship on the 5th. So you normally shipping ground takes about a week. So you would probably have it, safe to bet, by the following Friday. So by the 12th. All right. So I am ordering today the 8x8 albums for the people going on the train, and so they're going in this 23rd cutoff, and then they will ship on the 28th, and then I will hopefully have them by the 5th, and then we go on the train not till the 14th, so I have plenty of time. All right, so with that, does anyone have any questions? Oh, why aren't the questions coming through? Hold on. Let me switch this view. Okay, I just hopped back in here and now I see all these questions. I'm literally on Facebook and it's showing me no comments. I'm so sorry. So hello to those of you that said hello. So the 8x8, yes, they're so. But the design element, Maria, if you're still on. Her question was, are the 8x8s double-sided? So yes, it prompts you when you're doing page 2 and page 3. When you do page 4, that is the back of page 3. So what you're seeing on the screen is how it will print. So they're showing you a double-page spread, so it's not confusing at all. You just build it the way you see it. It says front, it says back, you build it, and that's good. Ruth, hopefully, okay, I did answer your question. So Ruth asked, you pick it, you can add actual pictures or digital, and yes, hopefully she said I answered her question, and hopefully you also had that answered if that was your question, that yes, like I said, print it blank, add your real pictures after, or upload your pictures and add them digitally. Oh, that's great, Katie. And Katie said she is creating this for her sisters for Christmas. I can't tell you enough. If you have people that are even a little bit scrappy or crafty or like photos, it's a very easy, you give them a tape runner. So now it's a $20 gift, right? Because the album is only $10. You give them a tape runner and you give them the album, and then they're ready to go. They're ready to go. They can complete the album. So, does anyone else have any questions? Hopefully, I made it seem as easy as it is. I mean, it can't get any easier than select, like the very first one I did with Flurry, and just select it and say add to cart. Like, it doesn't get any easier than that. You don't have to do anything. Or you can get in there and do all the things. So much fun. Well, I guess that is all today. However, even after I am not live, if you have a question that you would like to ask pertaining to this or anything else digital, I am happy to help you. I guess that's it. It's very exciting. 7 p.m. tonight, we'll do the drawings. My daughter leaves for New Zealand tomorrow, so we will. I hopefully will be done with dinner. But when the kids were little, they used to help by picking the names. So I said to my husband, I was like, oh, you guys have to pick names. Maybe we can have a guest appearance. My son's coming over for dinner too, so maybe we can have them pick some names like they did in the old days. Since I have been doing this since before my son was even born. So that is a long time. We had a sneak a peek crop when he was born, where he was just in those little carrier. Time flies. So on that note, I guess I will say until I see you again, stay scrappy, my friends, And I will see you again in just a few hours from the kitchen, where all of the buckets are still taking up the counter with all of those little red tickets that you all put in for my open house. And those of you that weren't able to attend and attended virtually yesterday, I put all your tickets in today. So, all right, that is it. I can't wait to pick those winners in a little bit. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. All right, see you later. Thanks.